Hello friends! Today we're going to see how you can create and use macros in Excel. First, why do we need macros? Let's say you want to do the same task across multiple Excel sheets, for example, sorting data or doing some calculations. You could either do it manually every single time, or you could use a macro to automate the task and complete it in just seconds. So, what is a macro? A macro is a feature in Excel that allows you to record a task and then repeat it automatically whenever needed. This can save you a lot of time, especially for tasks you do regularly. Once you create a macro, you can even use it in any number of Excel files. Step 1. Enable the Developer tab. Macros are found under the Developer tab. If you don't see it, right-click on the ribbon and select Customize the ribbon. Tick the box for Developer, click OK, and the Developer tab will now appear. Step 2. Start recording your macro. Now let's create a macro by recording some steps. Example, you receive contact data every day, names and ages. You want to split full names into first name and last name, and also highlight ages above 18. Here's how. 1. Go to Developer, Record Macro 2. Name your macro, like Format Contact Details. 3. Optional. Set a shortcut key, like Ctrl+J. 4. Choose where to save. This workbook, the macro stays with the current file, Personal Workbook. Use it in any Excel file 5. Click OK to start recording. Now do your task step by step. Add headers. Split names using text to columns and apply conditional formatting for age-18. Once done, click Stop Recording. How to use the macro 1. Go to Developer, Macros 2. Select your macro and click Run 3. Done. Your task will be automated in seconds. You can also use the shortcut key if you set one earlier. Save the file correctly. When saving, Excel will ask you to save it as a macro-enabled workbook.xlsm. Select that format to keep your macro. Add a button to run the macro. Want a cool button on your sheet? Go to Developer, Insert, Button. Now you need to select a macro that you want to run. As you can see, we don't have any macro saved in this workbook. Now if we select all open workbooks, you can see we have got the macro that is saved in Workbook 1. So let's select the macro which we created before, and the macro will be assigned to your button. If we click the button, you can see that the data has been formatted automatically. So this is how you can run a macro from the button. Okay, if you want to change the button name just right, click on the button and click Edit Text. Now you can change the button name however you want. Format Customer Data. You can copy this button to other sheets and use it anywhere. How to edit a macro made a mistake while recording? Don't worry. Go to Developer, Macros, select Macro. select the macro you want to edit, and click Edit. The macro editor will open. These codes might look complex, but they're easy to change. For example, if you want to change the title, find it in the code, select it, and replace it with your desired text. Click Save. To test, go to a new sheet in the same workbook, click Macros, select the edited macro, and click Run. You'll see the title has successfully changed. Sometimes macros only work for the exact rows recorded. If you had 5 rows when recording but now have 8, the extra rows won't be formatted. This happens because macros use absolute references. To fix this, edit the macro and change the cell range in the code. Here you can see it is only selecting A2 to A6, which is from the 2nd row to the 6th row. Now if I click here, you can see that it shows A9 for the 9th row. So here we need to mention A9 to select up to the 9th row. But instead of only 9 rows, to make it future-proof, you can make it select any number of rows you want. So I'm going to enter A100 so that the macro will run for 100 rows when we have the data. Now, as you can see, we are also making a selection here. The macro is selecting from cell 2 to cell 6. To expand the selection like we did before, let's enter C100. Now, to save our changes, click Save. To test the changes, we're going to use a new sheet. Click Macros, select the same macro we have edited, and click Run. You can see that we have successfully formatted the data for all the rows automatically, including the new rows. So this is how you can do corrections on your macro recordings. That's it. Now you know how to create and use Excel macros to automate your Excel tasks. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful Excel tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.